We're building Undertale in Minecraft on a giant scale. Today we'll be working on Hotland, the natural progression after Waterfall. Don't ask about the logic of water being next to lava, I also have no idea. Of course, to do this, we need to establish the location and block palette, to which we'll be doing outside of Alphys' lab, mainly because the other part is connected to Waterfall, which is a much bigger task than you might think, so we're not building that. Now, the palette is surprisingly easy to work out, so I've already done like 5 tests of it. If you look over to our absolutely destroyed version, this was experiment 1. There might be an image of the original version, boop. And also, in the little spawn area, I did another experiment here. Granted, there's like no roof, but it's a pretty good palette test if you ask me. But with all that being said, how about we just jump into the time lapse? I want to get the start of this build done, and, you know, we can go from there. 3, 2, 1. Also, because I'm kind of recording this right after I've done all the building, we're just not gonna look in front of me. So keeping our head slightly to the left, you can see Squid's version of Hotland. Go sub to him, by the way. He does really cool builds and videos. I really like the spikes coming up and the sort of rigid shape it gives the place. You know, it feels very volcanic, which is fitting. I'm not a big fan of the diamond shape, but as this bit as a whole, like a concept-wise, I really like it. Maybe a bit flat, but obviously it's clearly not finished at all, so overall looks pretty cool if you ask me. I'm just gonna keep turning left as I get closer to the other build, but I can't show you. But yeah, jump to what I've built. If I turn around, you can see we've got our, quite frankly, really odd looking outline. Gonna be honest, I don't know if this looks like anything to people who haven't built it, but it works for me and that's what matters. Also, to make sure no one time-lapse my build, I've placed some signs, just a couple signs, making sure no one did it. It's not much, you know, I left a subtle hint just in case no one actually caught on, but, you know, I think I got my point across, you know. Just a tad. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing about this patch down here yet. How about we just build it and cross that bridge when we come to it, because we've got plenty of outlines now and I do want to get this finished. So, without further ado, let's start the time lapse. And flying around here, we can see the outline is complete. I mean, kind of. Okay, so clearly there still has, you know, a lot to be done. You know, considering there's no top to any of these cliffs, and it is all just one solid color. You know, not very great, but before we get into all the funky detailing, I actually want to take our attention to the lab. If we fly in here, we can see that, well, we can see that this is the wrong lab. If I just jump between these 2 blocks and do a little, we have magically transitioned to the right lab. Man, I love video editing. So as you can see, there is a lab design currently work in progress, you know. This got some of the details, like the bookshelf, ice cream machine, drugs? Okay, to be fair, I didn't build this. Ashton did. Don't ask me. The point is, you can probably tell one major thing about the lab. It's blue. Now, I don't know if you realise, Minecraft doesn't have very much white blocks, you know? We can filter it with quartz, but like, it's not the best when it's all just meant to be one solid colour. I think that's why Ashton kind of went to the Prismarine, because it does look futuristic, you know, and it also works really well with these blocks, actually, which are somewhat animated, so it kind of makes it look like electric or something, I don't know. And initially, I wasn't the biggest fan of the blue, but I've grown very attached to this colour palette. I actually really like it, and obviously, extra details because the walls are very, very plain. I also really like this little bridge thing, path. Like, this just adds so much depth to the whole area. But yeah, look at all these little gadgets and things. I really like that. But yeah, this is the situation with the lab. I won't be building it today, or I don't know if anyone else will be building it before I do, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update on what's the situation with the lab, considering there is just a white cube in placement of where we're building, so hope that answers some questions. Oh, another thing I would like to mention. So, if you looked at the world download, you probably noticed bits and pieces of a true lab design floating around. This isn't me, Squid, or Ashton's build. This is actually our friend, Tato's. I really like the vibe it's got. It really sticks to that canon feel of it being really ominous and dark. It hits all the key points of the build, which is pretty impressive for someone who hasn't played the game, but it's quite small and bland, I won't lie. Like, there's a lot of detailing that needs to be done if we were even going to consider this. You know, it is the bare bones minimum, which nothing wrong with that, but you know, considering our whole thing of making the build really big and more dramatic, it doesn't quite fit. So I wanted to establish to people who might have seen this rolling around that this is just sort of this is just an experiment of someone else's version of the True Lab. Back to our main topic of discussion, these horrendously orange cliffs. Now, for the detailing, obviously we're going to be adding the little pathways on top, you know, making it so I can actually walk about. That would be nice. And you can probably see down here there's a couple extra lines. Now, that's because I want to actually add a bit more gradient with this sort of thing around the bottom, fading up a bit more. Similar to that, but a lot less dramatic. And obviously, add all the wood and the... Oh, no. Add all the wood, add all the cracks and stuff, and yeah, essentially, we gotta detail it. So, for hopefully the last time today, let's jump into a time-lapse in 3, 2, 1. Why is Huffle here? Wait, hold, pause. So I was like, I just finished recording, like 3, 2, 1. Hufflepuff joins the game!
I am the time-lapse.
Oh my god, guys, the time-lapse manifested into this hideous being.
Why are you saying guys?
I'm still recording.
Oh, hello.
You interrupted the entire bit.
Yes.
Why are you a girl?
I can explain. How's life?
Sorry, I can't get over it. Where the hell are we? What? This is in the Undertale build. What is this?
No, this is going to be an art gallery.
Oh, what on earth was that about? Anyway, where were we? Ah yes, the time lapse. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And we are... This... Why am I... This is not the build. Yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. Alright, and we are done with the time lapse. I am obsessed with this build. Also, you can probably tell I gave up on this side compared to here. I ran out of time. So, not much to do about that. I've also got a bunch more to detail here. Like, this is just one solid color. There's no pathways or anything. You know, the main shape and bulk of the place is here. I've done most of the detailing on the actual rocks. Yeah, it's just the tops. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the build. I'd say it looks pretty Hotland-like. Why did I get lag? If I pictured Hotland, this would be it. But yeah, that kind of wraps it up for this video. So I'll see you whenever I upload next. Who knows when that is? Well, I guess we'll find out together.